Lesson 3-9, multi-step equations with variables on both sides. So we want to break down any brackets, braces, or parentheses that are in our equations. And we got to remember, if both sides of the equal signs are written in fractional expressions, you can solve that by using cross products. Other than that, you're going to combine like terms on each side, then you're going to add or subtract to get the terms with the variable by itself. And then finally, you're going to multiply or divide to get the variable completely by itself. So example, here we got fractional expressions on both sides. So I'm going to use cross products. But before I do that, I'm going to combine like terms in the numerator and the denominator. So 1a plus 2a is 3a. So I have 3a plus 2. And divide that by 5a plus 4a is 9a minus 2. And this is going to equal 1 over 2. So now if I use cross products, I multiply, so 2 times 3a is 6a, plus 2 times 2 is 4. This is going to equal, cross multiply the other direction, 1 times 9a minus 2 is just 9a minus 2. Now from this point, we want our a's to one side. It doesn't matter which side you put it on. So I'm going to make my variable to the left. So that means I'm going to subtract 9a on both sides. But that means I don't want this 4 here, so I'm going to subtract 4 right away on both sides. That leaves me with negative 3a. Let me erase that to make that better. So negative 3a equaling negative 2 plus negative 4 is negative 6. Divide by negative 3 on both sides, and a is going to equal a positive 2. Next, here I want to subtract 1 on both sides. And when I do that, I now have 3n plus 1 over 5 equaling 3n minus 1n is, or 2n is 1n plus 5. Now I want to get rid of the denominator on the left side, so I'm going to multiply by 5. And I do that on both sides. But now I'm multiplying this whole expression by 5. So that's going to give us 3n plus 1 equaling 5n plus 25. Need all the n's to one side, so I'm going to subtract 5n on both sides and then subtract 1 on both sides. This is going to give us a negative 2n equaling 24. And then get n by itself, I'm going to divide by negative 2. And I'm left with n equaling a negative 12. Next, here I want to get the c's to one side. Again, it doesn't matter. This time I'm actually going to put it to the right so you can see that it's not going to affect anything. So I'm going to subtract 6c on both sides. And I'm going to add 13 to both sides. And now I'm left with 20 equaling 2c. Divide by 2 on both sides, and c is going to equal 10. Next, here I need to distribute. Negative 8 times 4 is negative 32. Negative 8 times 9x is a negative 72x. Equaling, distribute the 7. That's going to give us a negative 14 minus 77x. We need all the x's to one side, so I'm going to bring my x's to the left. So that means I'm going to add 77x to both sides. And that means I'm going to add 32 to both sides. And that gives me 5x equaling 18. To get x by itself, I divide by 5. And x is going to equal 18/5. And our last question here, going to do cross products. So I'm going to put this expression in parentheses, knowing that I have to distribute. So 6 times n is 6n. 6 times 1 is 6. And this has to equal, cross multiply the other direction. 4 times 3n is 12n. And this is 3 halves. So 3 halves times 4 is 12 halves, which will give us 6. Now I can get all my n's to one side. I'm just going to subtract 6n on both sides. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. That leaves us with 12 equaling 6n. Divide by 6 on both sides, and n is going to equal 2. So that's our lesson on multi-step equations with variables on both sides.